Sword of Gods is a mod that adds only 3 swords. At first they might not seem like much to you. They look good, simple, but 3D and very pretty, I must say. Where their spectacularity lies is that they are swords that cause 128,000 points of damage. As it sounds, it is too much. This is used to easily eliminate entities in creative or can be used by moderators on some servers, since weapons do not seem to have a manufacturing method from survival mode. So that you understand the damage they have, they can kill a warden with a single hit. You know the life and armor they have enough. If it doesn't convince you, also kill the Ender Dragon with 1 hit, just in case. Divine Weaponry adds a large arsenal of new weapons. Daggers, spears, double-edged axes, scythes, long swords, short swords, masses, and some more. All with 100% vanilla style, simple styles, but well differentiated by their size and appearance. They also come in each of the Minecraft materials, so there is a progression involved. Another thing in which they are well leveled is their damage. None stands out especially. They can be faster in their attack, but they cause less damage, or slow in their attack, but they cause a large amount of damage per hit. They come in handy if you are not going to use mods with very bad enemies and you want to leave everything as vanilla as possible but with new content to the game. A good option for that specific case. Artisan of Zombie Weapons presents us with weapons with the intention of surviving a zombie apocalypse, with weapons that seem made by a person who wants to cause as much damage as possible, such as the mass with chains or spikes attached to them. Directly there is also a chainsaw, machetes, or a saucepan to make a forceful blow. As you can see, they are weapons that we could see in survival games against zombies like Left 4 Dead. These do move a little further away from the vanilla style, but their simple design is still present. A good mod for a zombie modpack. In terms of damage, they are balanced. After all, they will be used against zombies, which do not pose a challenge unless we find them in large groups where you will take more than 1 hit home. We return to the vanilla style with Useless Sword. Don't get carried away by their name. They are not useless weapons. I would say quite the opposite. They are weapons that are inspired by a Minecraft object or creature, some even with animations in the inventory. In addition to dealing a good amount of damage, its special qualities are: the Prismarine Sword can deal additional damage to Guardians, a weapon you'll want to take with you to the Ocean Monument. The Guardian Sword provides Dolphin Grace, Apnea, Channeling, and Strength when underwater, another one that cannot be missing in ocean explorations when going to fight against the Elder Guardian. The Sword of Undying provides regeneration and absorption when right-clicking. As you can see, it is inspired by the totem. The Valhalla Sword causes levitation to whoever you hit, causing damage per hit, and also due to the fall they take, you can also obtain a slow fall by pressing the shift while you fall. Nether Catalyst Sword cooks the items you have in your secondary hand with the right click. You get benefits from being in the Nether and additional benefits, which also have to do with the Nether. The Beacon Sword converts minerals into positive potion effects with the right click. Ender Catalyst Sword allows you to save coordinates with Shift plus right click, then hitting a creature with Shift will automatically transport it to the saved coordinates. Ravager Sword allows us to throw enemies into the air. As you can see, swords are quite useful in certain circumstances, making them viable for any modpack. We move away from the vanilla style once again with Spellswords, swords more inspired by role-playing or RPG-style games, for a design with more bits of resolution. In essence, they are still square, but many more than those that Minecraft usually uses, which gives them an appearance like something out of another video game. In this case, they all do good damage, between 8 and 9 per hit, but they also all have special effects. Flame Tongue burns hit enemies without needing a fire aspect, an enchantment that saves you. Frostbite causes enemies to freeze, causing them to shake and take damage. Spiderfang applies poison, which gives us good additional damage to heal us as we move away. Lifeseeker grants life theft, meaning that with each attack we can recover some hearts, which could make us invincible if we have good armor. Persecutor marks enemies with luminescence. I suppose this comes in handy when you play with friends to ask for help. Blighto applies Wither, and if you use the Better Combat mod you can combine it with the Spider Fang, causing a lot of damage in a short time, and combining Wither with Poison, a deadly combination for your enemies. Da Blue Edge deals large amounts of damage, but it deals damage to yourself, a literally double-edged sword. Wrath of Zeus, a weapon that calls upon the power of Zeus, making lightning fall from the sky. Lola's Warblade applies a random effect with each hit, whether beneficial for you or negative for the enemy you attack, which could be said to be a combination of all the previous weapons. TugkanDeMan's weaponry is probably the mod with the best weapon designs of all the swords mods that I have seen in all time. It is true that they are not vanilla, on the contrary. They look like stylized weapons to have a simple or minimalist design at the same time. With a better 3D finish, without saw edges like the Minecraft swords have, which I have never really liked, but you get used to it over time. These weapons again bring a wide variety of weapons: masses, katanas, daggers, fists, longswords, even a pre-Hispanic weapon used by the Mexica Empire during the conquest. The Berserker-inspired black sword being the one with the highest amount of damage. If it were up to me, I would put it first, just because of the design of all the weapons, and it also goes perfectly with the Better Combat mod. Not only do they add a new arsenal, but they also changed the design of vanilla weapons and tools, all except the hoe, but more minerals such as copper, obsidian, and others are also added. So no more saw edges to any tools in Minecraft. This may seem like a bit much to some, it sounds great to me. Finally, simply swords in this position because I think most people may like it better, complying with several points, among which are: more damage. There are levels higher than netherite that are achieved in specific ways or by defeating enemies like the dragon, which allows us to add much more powerful enemy mods to the game since we can fight against all of them. Vanilla design, although some of these weapons have more extravagant designs with particles around us or with the weapon's own animations, in essence they are still vanilla designs with, for example, saw-like edges. Great variety of them, weapons inspired by animes, series, movies, or other video games. All their variety lies in being able to please the majority of the public, and I think it achieves this very well. Without a doubt, one of the best mods currently when it comes to swords.